If you have any question, kindly type it in the chat box. I'm going to answer all the questions. Kindly drop all your questions in the chat. I'm going to answer everything. Just drop it there. I'll answer everything. And also at the end, we are going to have question and answer section where you can ask your question. Then I will give you answer. I didn't hear you at all. Rebecca, please dial in again. Kindly watch the video. I hope all other people can hear me. I hope all other people can hear me. Oh, okay. I'm coming. Okay, fine. Okay. It's fine. Let me quickly do this. Okay, now, welcome to the Ultimate Excel webinar. In this Excel webinar, you are going to experience zero knowledge of Excel. Wow, my voice is seriously cracking. I think it's your network. I think it's your network. How many people is my voice cracking? Yes or no? Is my voice cracking? My voice is cracking. Wow. Some people are saying yes, some people are saying no. I think it's the network. I think it's the network. No, it's clear. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, now in this Excel webinar, you are going to experience the professional effectiveness of Excel in 1 hour. So that 1 hour, it's from 5 to 6. We are going to do basic practical. It's going to be practical. Yes, it's going to be practical. That 1 hour from 5 to 6 is going to be practical. Then the theory is from now till 5. That is where we take the theory aspect. So we are going to talk about the theory, the basics of Excel, definition of Excel, basic terminologies of Excel, why you need to learn Excel, and all other things that you need to know. The terminology, the tools that you need to work with in Excel. So we are going to do that in this theory. So now let's move forward. Now, about this webinar, what exactly is this webinar all about? Ultimate Excel webinar is designed to give you the foundational knowledge and hands-on experience you need to master this essential tool. So we are going to give you the foundational knowledge of Excel, and you are going to have basic knowledge, the foundational knowledge you need to master Excel. So we are going to walk through the basics of Excel, including how to navigate the interface, edit the spreadsheets, because in Excel we make use of spreadsheets. In PowerPoint we make use of slide, and in Microsoft Word we make use of pages. In Microsoft Access we make use of database, but currently now we are working with Excel and we are making use of spreadsheets. And we are going to use spreadsheets to perform basic calculation like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and some other formulas. We are going to use Excel to do that. So in this course, you will still learn, please wait till the end of the class. I'm going to show you how to get the recorded. The recorded is for those people that attend. So it's not going to be for everybody. So it's better for you to wait till the end to get to know how to get the record. I'm going to show you how to get the recorded version at the end of the class. So it's better for you to wait till the end. Now, you are going to learn the basic features like the advanced feature like sort and filter. You get sort and filter, you are going to get you are going to learn how to create charts and graph, how to work with multiple worksheets, how to create interactive exercise and real life example. So you also you learned a whole lot of things in this webinar today, starting from the foundational knowledge to the advanced knowledge. That's what you're going to learn today. So now let's move forward. About the host, my name is Sani Akim Abiodun. Yes, that is my name, but you can just call me Akim. You can call me Akim. So, but my full name is Sani Akim Abiodun. I'm a computer instructor and also a digital marketer. Last year alone, Digital World has been able to train more than 750 students. We were able to train more than 750 students last year, both online and offline. So we train people and organization. Last year, we trained over 500 students online and 150 students physically with 2 organizations. And also this year, we've started with one organization this year, but we are looking forward to expand and get more organizations to train. But most importantly, we also focus more on the online platform, because it's not everybody that have the capacity or the time. It's not everybody that have the time to actually come for physical class. So that is why we make it available online, and that's why we are doing this free live class for people to know the benefits of Excel, how to work with Excel. I think network is really disturbing a lot of people today. So now let's move forward. About the Institute. Digital World is an online learning platform with the aim of making the tech skill affordable and accessible for everyone. As you can see, right now you're at your home. You are either sitting down or doing something at home, but now you can hear me, you can see me from wherever you are. That's our basic aim. That is our aim for this for the tech skill, because we know currently in Nigeria or Africa in general, a lot of people are lagging behind in this tech industry. And the best way we can bring it together is to make it very affordable and accessible to everybody, so that even though you can be in your room and still learn. You don't have to start going out or doing a lot of things to start before you can learn. You can be in your room and start learning. So our mission is to make computer education very accessible and affordable to Nigerian and Africa in general. Now, where we start, this is now where we are starting our theory. What exactly is MS Excel? What exactly is Microsoft Excel? Microsoft Excel is a spreadsheet program. Like I said earlier, we work with spreadsheets. It is used to record and analyze numerical and statistical data. Microsoft Excel provides multiple features to perform various operations like calculation, pivot table, graph, and macro programming. You can do a whole lot of things with Microsoft Excel. Now, an Excel spreadsheet can be understood as a collection of columns and rows that forms a table. Now, Excel is a collection of rows and columns that forms a table. Alphabetical letters are usually assigned to column, while the numbers are usually assigned to the row. So now let's go to Microsoft Excel to actually understand what this definition means. So now we have a blank spreadsheet. If you see down here, we have something called sheets. We have a new worksheet here. This is a new worksheet. Now, when we say Excel, Excel deals with spreadsheets, and we have rows and columns. So like in that definition, all the ones that have alphabetical letter are called the column. So this is column A, column B, column C, column D, column E, while all the ones with numbers are called the row. All the ones with numbers are called the rows. So all this one with alphabetical letter are called the column, while all the ones with rows are called the row. These are the row. Did you get? Now, what do we call all the alphabetical letter? If you are still following, how many people knows what we call all the alphabetical letter? Huh? Am I the only one here? Type it, don't raise hand, just type it there. Type. Column, yes, fine. No, someone says row. No. It's not row, Victor. These, all the ones with numbers are called rows. All these ones with numbers are called rows, while all the alphabetical letter, Uchechuku, all the alphabetical letters are called rows. All the alphabetical letters are called rows, while all the numbers are called, sorry, you are making me, you are confusing me. All the alphabetical letters are called column. They are all called column, while all the numbers are called row. These are rows. These are rows, while these are column. Did you get? Now, where rows and column meet is called a cell. A cell is where rows and column meet. A cell is where rows and column meet. That is called a cell. That is what we call a cell. A cell is where both row and column meet. So right now, I can say that this is cell, I'm coming. Let me move back a little bit. Now, okay, fine. Okay, now I can say this is cell A1 because I am on column A, row 1. This is cell A1. This is cell B1. I am column B, row 1. This is B1, C1, D1. So because I am on column D, row 1, that is how to identify your column, your cell. That is your cell. It's called cell reference. So this is how to identify your cell. Now, if I come down here now, I am in cell C3. Cell C3. This is cell column C, row 3. If you look right here, you will see it's called name box. This is name box. Let me annotate that for you. Maybe for some of you that are not following my cursor. So let me quickly annotate that for you so that if you see right here is called a name box, right? This is a name box. And in this name box, this is where you see all the ones, all the column, or sorry, all the cell that you select. Let me clear this. Now I am in cell B4 now, column B, row 4. Now if I place my cursor right here, which cell is this? Or let me just move my cursor right here. Let me annotate somewhere so you give me the cell reference of that place. Let's just annotate here. Why are you raising your hand? Here now, this place. Now, who can tell me the cell reference for this place? This is cell what? D5. Yes, thank you very much. This is cell D5. You can see that Excel is very, very simple. It's not something that is hard. Once you know the cell reference, all other things are very, very easy. Now, let's move forward. Let's move forward. I hope everybody get that. Now, let's move forward. Did we get that? Yes or no? How many of us get it? We all understand that, right? Yes, very well. Now let's move forward. Why should I study Excel? Out of all these other courses in all the whole wide world, why should I study Excel? Firstly, the very first thing that you need to study right now is the text skill before I even come down to Excel. Everybody, no matter where you are currently now, no matter the type of businesses you are doing, no matter whatever the kind of organization you're working with, you need to have a tech skill. Now, let me ask you one question. Is there any business currently now that can survive without a tech skill? Or is there any business that you think will make a big name without a tech skill, without having tech intervention? Is there any business that you can go into for it to make a big name, you don't need to have a tech skill? Is there any business like that you don't need to have a tech skill for it to make a big name? Please tell me if there is any. Is there any business like that? I'm waiting. I don't think so. No. Okay. Is that all? There are just 2 people, none. Wow. But me, I have one. Oh. I have one. But let's see, is there any other person? Is there any business that can survive without a tech skill? I'm still waiting for other people. Is it only 3 people? See, this is not, they are, but most businesses require tech skill. Okay, fine. Yes, Maxi, I would like you to tell me the type of that business that can survive without a tech skill. Please, which business is that? Mercy. Mercy, which type of business is that? Which type of business is that, Mercy? Please, 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 Mercy. Which type of business do you think can survive? Let me type it. Oh, yeah, type it now. Or do you want to say it? Market woman. Which type of, what is market woman? Is market woman a business? Yeah, type, Mercy, I'm waiting for you. Someone said market woman. Is market woman a business? Olamide, is market woman a business? Yes, people who do business in markets are business people. Okay, so Olamide is right. Catering business. Wow, Rita, you said catering business does not require you to have raising children is very understanding the tech skill. Truth contribution, if you need to scale it up, then tech skill is required. Rayhan, I wish I can say it verbally. Mercy, okay, I'll mute you now. Where is Mercy? Mercy. Let me look for Mercy so that, okay. Truth contribution, all data with business one way or the other. Oh yeah, Mercy, you're mute. Mercy.
Okay, hi, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
My name is Mercy, and the class is very interesting. But then, yeah, I think there are still businesses that strive without tech, in as much as, yes, everyone needs a tech skill, everyone needs Excel and all of that. But I still think there are people who do businesses and they are succeeding without having a computer and its packages in their stores. Just like Olamide said, market people. So I think December when I went to buy rice and stuff, because I'm an HR personnel in my organization. When I went to buy rice and stuff for my colleagues,
yes,
the lady I bought it from, she does wholesale. Her store is extremely big. Yeah. Even when I asked her for account details to transfer, she was like, "Oh, she doesn't have account." For that kind of a big store, I was expecting, a computer for easy access on how to manage the store. But she didn't have it, but she was making good money. That day alone, I bought things worth 1,120,000. That was what we transferred to her. She didn't even have the account, but her daughter too, who sells inside the same market, was the one who owns an account. She sells rice in bags, she sells beans and every other food stuff in large quantities, but she didn't have a computer and all. Is she not a business person? Is she not doing business? In a day, in a month, her turnover could be running in millions. Yeah, because I wasn't the only one who shopped from her that day. A lot of people shopped. So I think this is, so there are still businesses, that people still do out there without having tech skills. That's just the truth.
Okay. Thank you, Mercy. I really appreciate it. Victor, do you want to speak? Yeah, Victor. This is not the time for question and answer, but Victor, you are talking.
From her illustration,
yes,
he said she wanted to make a transfer.
Yes.
And the woman's daughter accepted the transfer. So I told you, data, everybody needs a tech skill. Directly or indirectly, you are involved. So there will be a point in time that same market woman will want to get involved directly, not indirectly this time around. Everybody wants to grow. So growth comes with development. You want to expand. So tech will still come in.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're most welcome, Mr. Victor. So now, that is what I had in my mind before. But now, you said for any business to actually make a big break, right? For every business to make. Now, let me ask you, this FedEx, Jumia, Konga, are they selling any products? Are Jumia, Konga, FedEx, are they selling any products? No, they are not selling any products. But how did we know them? They are into logistics. But we know them from the internet. They are not selling all the questions. I'm just trying to make an illustration before. This is not question and answer section, but we are trying to make the class interactive. You understand? So now, most of the business, for any business to survive, you need to have a tech skill. That woman that was selling rice in a big store and like that, there will be a time that the woman will need to calculate a data. How many sales she made in a day. I know she will be writing it down, but later on she wants to upgrade that. Now I can't be writing it down in a book because anything can happen to that book. She wants to be taking stock, right? She wants to write down how many bags of rice she bought in a day, how many was sold out, how many does she have in the store. You can't say that she does not have a laptop because you are on the front end. You don't know what is going on at the back end. You don't know what is going on at the back end. You are just there right now. She can't take you to where they are taking their own stock, where they are giving her the report of how many rice they bought in a day, how many was sold out, how many they still have in stock. So for any business to actually have a big break, for any business, FedEx is not in Nigeria, but I'm sure thank you very much. But we all know them through computer, through the internet. That is the most important thing. For every business to succeed in this economy, you need to have a tech skill. So now, out of all the tech skill, why is Excel the most important tech skill that you need to have? Why is Excel the most important tech skill that you need to have? The very first thing is, in any business, in anything you are doing, you deal with number in one way or the other. You deal with data. You have daily expenses that you pay for. You have monthly expenses that you pay for. You have weekly expenses that you pay for, right? You have your monthly income. Out of your monthly income, you remove your savings. You remove your expenses. So for you to have an accurate data, you must learn how to use Excel, because gone are those days where you'll be writing it in the paper. These days, you can't be writing all those things in paper. In fact, if you are in school, gone are those days, schools has now started developing an app whereby they'll just export the data from the Excel and post it. Parents don't have to go to school to check their student reports again. They can just take their phone, check it on their phone. So for you to get your student report, for you to get, you as a teacher, to get your student's grade, you just do it with Excel. Very, very easy. You don't have to start writing it out by yourself. It's something you can just do with Excel and print it out if you actually want to give every parent. I hope you're getting it now. So now let's do one analysis. Now, like I said here, we all have our daily expenses which we pay for from the monthly income that we earn. For one to spend wisely, they will need to know their income versus expenditure. These days, right now, for you to spend wisely, for you to save, you need to know how much that is coming in and how much you are spending out. If your expenses is more than your income, there is no way you are going to be at loss. If your expenses is more than your monthly income, there is no way. This is not an accounting stuff. If you are receiving 25,000 and your expenses is 30,000, who is covering the remaining 5,000? Is that not a loss? That is a loss. So now let's do a quick analysis. Let's do a quick analysis with Excel. So let's say someone, let's just say let me call it Mr. B. Mr. B salary schedule. Or let's just use that woman stuff. So or let's call it Mrs. Let's call it Mrs. now. Mrs. B store. Who sets their language to Korean? Do you have any Korean students here? So, okay. So this is Mrs. B store, the woman store, right? Let's call this the product. And let's call this yeah, I've gone international. Let's call this purchased. Let's call it purchased. The product that she purchased and the product that she sold. Let's say sales. Should we call it sold item or I can't see your screen. I'm sharing my screen. Check your network. Let's call it sold item, item sold. If I'm right, for the accountants in the building, then let's call this stored item. So that is items that are still in the stored, that are still in stock. So now, let's say the woman purchased rice of 20, or let's say like she normally every month. So let's add one more column. So let's add one more column. So month, for every month. So she normally so let's say this is January, right? She purchased 50 bags of rice. Well, some of you can't see my screen. Let me stop the sharing then and reshare it again. Now, I hope you can see it now. So this woman, every month, she purchased rice, let's say 50 bag of rice, beans, let's say 30 bags. Let's put let's just put semo. Okay. So now, I hope you can see it now. I'm coming. What's going on? Wow. Wow. I don't know what is wrong with my screen. Please wait. Okay, fine. Okay, now, at the end, okay, at the end of, now, she bought a semo of, let's say 45 bags, right? Now, these are the products this woman purchased for January. Now, and here, she sold, out of the rice in January, she sold 30 bags, right here. Here, she sold 15 bags, and out of the semo, she sold 25 bags. Now, this is quite easy because right now, this woman knows that, okay, in January, this is the amount of bags. This is the total number of bags of rice that I bought, and I sold this. Now, how many did I have in stock? Now, for her to know the amount she has in stock, she just needs to minus the purchase from the sold. Now, if someone buys, all formulas in Excel start with equals to. So if someone buys 50 bags of rice and she sold 30 bags, right? I can say she has 20 bags of rice and also 15 bags of beans, 20 bags of semo at the end of January. This is quite so easy. Instead of you can't be writing all this now in a book every single month. This is for 1 month now. At the end of the month, she knows that, okay, this is the amount left. This is the amount left. See how it's come very handy. Now, instead of you to be writing it down every single time, you can't be writing everything down every single time. Do you get? So this is it. And let's try something on salary also. If Mr. B, let me quickly clear this. If Mr. B is receiving his income and expenditure, I'll just call it expenses. Let's say savings. So now, if Mr. B receives his income of, let's say, he usually receives 50,000 every month, and right now he's spending his expenses is 30,000 for the first month. So how much is he going to save? Let's see, for this for January, for February, he received 50,000 also, and in that February, maybe due to something, oh, Mrs. B, sorry, let's call it Mr. B now, right? Let's call it Mr. B. We are done with Mrs. B. So this, now, his expenses is now 25,000 naira. How much is he going to save for February? Let's do the same for March. Now he received the same thing, 50,000 naira, but in March, she also have some side income that's giving him money, so he does not touch his salary. Let's say he just spent 15,000 naira out of his salary. Now, you need to calculate Mr. B savings. Very easy. The same way we calculated the other woman store, that is how we are going to calculate this. Is equals to income minus expenses. And press enter. Simple as that. We have his savings. Then, I don't need to do any other thing. I just need to copy this down. And it's going to get the savings for me. Now, I hope you all see how Excel comes very handy, very easy. You can't be writing this down. Now, Mr. B can put all his life saving right in one worksheet. He can be entering from January to December. Now, let's say this is the end, this is December now. At the end of the month, at the end of the year, if Mr. B wants to calculate all his saving, all he just have to do is just to press equals to sum and select everything. Then close this bracket and press enter. Then now we see that, okay, Mr. B at the end of this year, he has made 80,000 naira profit as savings. Sorry. I hope you all get this now. How many of us are lost? Are we still together? Seems nobody is here with me again. Are we getting it? Yes. We can see that Excel is very, very easy. It's very, very easy. Excel is very, very easy. You don't have to start writing everything in the paper. Even though there are some mathematics that you can calculate. If you want to do fraction, you can do fraction with Excel. If you want to find square roots, you can do square roots with Excel. If you want to use power, that is raised to power, you can do it with Excel. All these things are basic things that you can do. There are some, one day my younger sister brought an assignment for me. And it's talking about, the assignment is all about square root of something, find the square root over something. It's just a normal fraction. I just use Excel to do it. I don't need to start disturbing my brain. Life is very easy now. I did not get the formula, please. The formula. Which formula for addition? What is the formula for addition and what is the formula for subtraction? Now, very easy. Subtraction is subtraction. You can use minus for subtraction. Addition, you can use plus for addition, or you use sum for addition. For multiplication, you can use product or multiplication sign. They are very easy. Excel is so sweet that if you are working with it, you don't have to do a lot of things. All you just have to do is just load the data for Excel. Just load the data for Excel. Simple as that. And it's going to do the work for you. Then you can do visualization. So now let's move forward because of time. Let's go back to our slide. I hope you all see how Excel comes in handy now. I hope you all see how Excel comes in handy. Very, very easy. It's very, very easy. It's very, very easy. So now, let's move forward. Why is Excel so important in our daily and business life? Now, you can see that we've used it for business and we've used it for our daily life, for our life, for our salary. It's very, very easy. It's something that you can use for business. It's something that you can use for your daily life. Let's say you set up one account that all you are just putting is your salary and you don't used to receive alerts from that. All you just do is get an Excel sheet, be putting it this month, this is the amount that I spent, put it there. You can even break it down that, okay, all my expenses, you can make it look very neat. You can arrange it in such a way that, okay, this will be, let's go back to Excel. Let's quickly go back to Excel. Now, since this is our expenses, you can now break this thing into two and put it. Now, you say, you can put a description. Yes, let me insert. You just call this a description. All your expenses, you write it inside that description. Simple as that. Data analysis, yes, very, very easy. It's very easy. You can use it to analyze your data. Excel is very, very easy for data analysis. Now, easy arithmetic solution. Easy arithmetic solution. You can do a lot of arithmetic then. Arithmetic events, right, is on Excel. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, whatever is there for you to use on Excel. It brings all the data in one place. All your data, you don't have to have one in one sheet, another one in another sheet. Even though you can have all your data in different sheets, but in the same workbook. All will be in different sheets, but in the same workbook. It brings all your data to one place. You can just put it, you don't have to start carrying laptop everywhere. It's something that you can do and save it on your mobile phone, that you can be going through it every single time on your mobile phone. It's easier for business analysis, very, very easy. A lot of businesses now, there's no business that don't deal with data. All businesses deals with data. All businesses deals with data. Data is the life of every business. For any business to make a progressive decision, they need to have a normal data. For you to know that if this product is doing very well in the market, you need to get data. For you to know that, okay, this product is not doing very well in the market, you need to have data. For you to know that, okay, now I'm selling this product to this particular area, you need to have a data. And for you to work with data, you must have a basic knowledge of Excel. Now, also for data analysis, you can use it to analyze your data, then easy visualization with charts. Now, for those of you that wants to know how to work with charts, pivot table, pivot charts, a lot of things, you can use it with Excel. Now, let's move forward now. Let's go to the basic terminologies, the basic words that will be coming across in Excel. There are words that will be coming across in Excel. And this number one, I think I've actually explained it, a cell. A cell. Who can tell me what a cell means? Is there anybody that can tell me what a cell means? Who can tell me? Or I should tell you myself. Who can tell me? Toluwalashe Ojo, where is she? Oh yeah, on mute. Please unmute. I made a mistake. Where row and column meet. Toluwalashe, I'm still with you. Unmute now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, my pleasure. The cell is the rectangular shape on the sheet.
Yes.
That's where the row and column meet.
Yes, thank you very much. A cell is where row and column meet. That is what they call a cell. Now, right here, you can see I said a cell is a basic building block of worksheet. Each worksheet contains a grid of a cell in a 1,048,576 row. As you are looking at that row, it is over 1 million. The row that you are looking at is over 1 million, while the column is 16,384. Please, which type of data did you want to enter in Excel that will not contain? Did you have over 1 million data in just one sheet? If that one sheet is filled up, you can open another sheet. If the sheet is filled up, you can open another sheet. All these things, they are there for you to use. They are there for you to use. All you just need is just to have the basic knowledge. And from the basic, you move to the advanced. Look, let me tell you, if you see someone that said he or she wants to train you, everything you need to know about Excel. My brother, my sister, please run away from that person, because Excel is updating every single day. Excel is updating every single day. You can't know everything. You can't know everything in Excel. Just like if you are using 2016 Excel and someone comes around that I'm going to show you everything you need to know in Excel, then the person uses 2016. By the time you get to 2019, 2021, Excel has added another thing. In 2016, there's no unique formula. There's no X lookup. Those are the two things. But if one person just tell you that I will use 2016 to teach you everything you need to know about Excel, and you too, you pay. You just pay. And you sit, the person taught you, and you think you know everything, right? Let them give you 2021. They give you unique formula. This is how you'll be looking. You just be looking. See, you can't know everything because they are upgrading it every single day. But you just need to move ahead with the flow. Just move with it. If they upgrade it, you learn. If they upgrade it, you learn. Computer it doesn't have an end. You have to keep on learning. There is no software that they come up with and they stop there. They keep on updating it. That is that about that. Now, the next thing is a range. Like I said, a range is simply any collection of cells. Now, a lot of people usually get confused between a range and a cell. Now, let me show you. Like now, I have this data. One is called a cell. But the moment it becomes 2, 3, 4, 5, and more like that, it becomes a range. Now, this place that I highlight now is called a range. This place that I highlight now is called a range. But if I select only one thing like this, it's called a cell. And if I highlight a lot of cells, it's called a range. A range is simply the collection of a cell. I hope you are getting value. Now, let's move forward. We have a worksheet. A worksheet is where Excel stores all your text, number, and formulas. All your text, numbers, and formula. Now, you can have multiple worksheets in one workbook. A workbook is simply an Excel file. So now, let me open one Excel file for you so that, now, if you look at this pivot, now, this is an Excel file. But in this file, there are multiple worksheets. So let me open it. Let me open that pivot now. Look at it now. This is one worksheet which contains the customer's name. This is another worksheet which contains the order. This is another worksheet which contains the product. This is another worksheet which contains phone number. This is another worksheet. This is another worksheet. Now, all these worksheets are in one Excel file, which is called workbook. I hope you are not mixing it up now. Now, all that worksheets are inside one Excel file. You see that Excel is very, very handy. It's something that you can create a lot of things and put them in one file. You can create multiple worksheets and put them only in one file. Right, in this file now, I can decide to send it to my phone and have it on my phone. So wherever I want to use it, I don't need to start carrying my laptop everywhere. Wherever I want to use it, I'll just take it, put it on their system, then load it there, and do whatever I want to do. Very, very easy. If it is a business information that I have there, maybe I'm going to a particular organization to analyze their data. They've given me their data to analyze. I will analyze it on my own system. I don't need to have it, I don't need to carry my laptop around. I just copy it out, put it on my phone, put it on a flash drive, wherever I want to put it, and go there. They will think that this guy that is coming to analyze our data and it does not come with laptop or something. I have everything on my phone. Life is very easy. If you can have up to 50, 70 music on your mobile phone, what is the file? What is file? This is just 168 kilobytes. It's not taking up a lot of space. Now, the next thing is the ribbon. Ribbon is Excel graphical menu interface for commands you can perform. Now, a lot of people don't actually know the difference between ribbon and tab. Now, this thing that you see here, file, home, insert, page layout, formulas, all these are tabs. All these are called tabs, while all these things that you see here are called ribbons. All these things that you see here are called ribbon. Now, these are the tools that you make use of in Excel. Each tab has its own specific ribbon, and each ribbon is also separated. They are all put in a separate column. We have the clipboard section, the font section, the alignment section, number section, style section. You have a lot of sections under home alone. After home, you go to insert. After insert, you have another ribbon. Page layout, you have another ribbon. Now, let's move forward. You have functions. Function takes inputs values and return the calculated value to a cell. Now, functions, functions are used to give a formula. Now, all the formulas are made up of functions. Is either addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. And there are two types of formula. There are arithmetic formula and there are logical formula. All those ones are two different things that we'll be talking about in different class. There are arithmetic formula and there are logical formulas. So now we have functions which are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Now they are all categorized in different aspects. We have the logical function, you have the text function, you have the lookup function, and you have the reference function, you have statistical and mathematical function. All these are called function. And we have expression. Now, we have formulas. A formula is an expression built with what? Excel functions. Excel functions. A formula is an expression built with Excel function. Like if you are using auto sum or sum, there are formulas built with addition functions. There are formulas built with addition function. If you are using multiplication, if you are using product, it's built with what is it called? Multiplication function. So all those functions are what they use to build formula. Now, if you don't know that they use functions to build formula, that is where you'll be having issue with Excel. This one, Oluwaseyi, is it this? Kindly remind me if you need the slide. You can chat me up. I'll make it available for you, but there is no time. Let's go a little bit deep into advanced Excel. Let's go a little bit into advanced Excel. How many of us are ready? Before we go to the practical section, we are rounding up with the theory now before we go to the practical section. Eagerly waiting for this. Please, if you need the slide, just chat me up. I beg. Please make this thing easier for me. I beg. So now let's move forward. Let's go deep into a little bit because I know a lot of people are actually finding it very difficult with all these things that I've explained now. A lot of people are still having issue. But now let's just go a little bit deep into this Excel, advanced Excel. Now in advanced Excel, you have something called a table. A table. A table. A table is a container for all your data. Now, as you are looking at all this data that you see here, right here, they are not in a table. Now, a table is just telling Excel that all these data that you are seeing are related. But as you are looking at it like this, Excel does not know, maybe they are related or not. Excel does not know. But the moment you put it in a table, that is when Excel will know that, okay, all these things are related. For those of you that has been working, if anybody has been working with Pivot or Power Query, you'll see before you load it into Pivot or before you load it into Power Query, you'll have to put it in a table. Before you can analyze your data, you'll have to put it in a table because Excel does not know if they are related or they are not. So you need to tell Excel that all these data are related. That's by putting it in a table. That is the simplest way I can explain a table for you. It's just telling Excel that all these data are related. Did you get? Now, apart from table, there's another thing called pivot table. A pivot table is the powerful tools used to calculate, summarize, and analyze data that lets you see comparison, pattern, and trend in your data. Do you get? Pivot table works a little bit different depending on what you are using it to run, what you are using it for in Excel. There are different things that you can use pivot table for. So if you want to analyze your data now, you can use pivot table to analyze it. After using pivot table, you can use your pivot table to create pivot charts. That is for visualization. Then the last thing that I'll talk about is called Power Query. Power Query is an ETL software. It's also in Excel, but it has its own window. Power Query has its own window, its own different window. If you see right down here now, this is a Power Query. This is an example of how a Power Query looks. Specifically, they use Power Query for data cleaning. Mostly, a lot of people use Power Query for data cleaning. We use Power Query for data cleaning. Now, our agenda is to do data cleaning, if time permits us, creating a pivot table from the scratch, pivot and manipulating data, filtering and sorting data, updating pivot table, and creating a pivot chart. Now, for those of us that want to create pivot table, there are guidelines that you have to follow. Pivot table doesn't just work like that. Some people someone will chat me up and say, Akim, my pivot table is not working. Akim, my slicer is not working. Akim, something is not working with my pivot table. If you are not following the simple rules of pivots, it's not going to give you the best results that you want. Are you getting it? See, computer is not like us human beings. We human beings, if we see that something is going wrong, our boss told us something that do this thing, and we notice that something is going wrong with it, we can usually use our initiative to say, okay, let's use it this way. Let's try it this way. But computer, the moment you tell it to go, it's going. Are you getting it? The moment you give it an instruction, it's following strictly by that instruction. And if that instruction does not follow with the program they set with that software, it's going to collide and it's going to give you error. So there are simple rules that you have to follow with pivot table for you to get the best results. Now, the first rule is your data must be a transactional data. Something must be equal to something in Excel, in your data. It must be a transactional data. Now, it doesn't have to be selling something. It doesn't have to be, what is it called? Buying or purchasing something. No. It doesn't have to be that. But something must be equal to something. If you have the total sales or the total house that you've built, the total something that the total goals that you've achieved, all that, those are examples of a transactional data. You can put it in Excel for you to load it for you to use it in Pivot. Another one that a lot of people don't follow is your data must be well organized. one record per row. Can we say filtering is the same thing? No. Filter is different from a table. Filter is different from a table. If I want to filter out something, I want to select something. I want to select something. I need to choose something. Right here, I can say, I need all the female, right? Now I can filter. I can filter out all the female. But in a table, I'm telling Excel that all these things, they are related. All these things are related. All this information that I have here are related. I hope you get that now. Now, another thing that a lot of people usually have issues with in pivot table is pivot table does not like blank row. The moment you have blank row, pivot table does not like it. In fact, if it is 0, you are going to put a 0. No empty cell. No empty cell. Just make sure that no empty cell. Your empty cell should contain 0 if you don't have anything. One last thing that a lot of people usually have is they don't have they don't give headers to their column. Your data must have headers. That is what Excel will use to identify each column for you to put it in pivot table. Your data must have a column header. Thank you very much. Your data must have a column header. Ozo Emana, I'm sorry, Ali from Port Harcourt, thank you. Your data must have a column header. That's that. That is that. Yes, finally, we've gotten to the practical section. Before we start our practical, how many of us are getting value? Did you get value? Yes or no? Did you get value? Yes. Okay, how many of us are ready? It's just only 2 people that said, okay, 3 now, absolutely. Okay, how many of us are ready for the practical? If you are ready for the practical, say, I am ready. I am ready. Value Pro, okay. Yes, I'm ready. Please go ahead. Please go ahead. Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine. Okay, now let's go for the practical. Let's go for the practical. For those people that missed this class, did they miss a lot or they didn't? For those people that miss, those people that miss, you will tell them what they miss, right? A lot. You tell them what they miss. So this, for you to, they are on their own, OYO. Now, for you to work with Excel, I hope you have now understand the basics thing. They are the basics. Without the basics, you see that I have to explain the basics before I talk about the practical. Without the basics, you can't do anything. Everything must have a basics, right? Everything must have a basics. Without the basics, I'll just tell those of you that are here how to get the recorded video. Now, for you to work with any software, you must know the basics. Now, those are the basics of Excel. There are still a lot of other basics in Excel. Okay, it's fine. There are still other basics of Excel. Okay. No problem. We'll see what we can do about that. But let's see. Let's see if we can try. But we'll just explain how to get through it. But if you get into the group, you can tell them, you can chat them up to tell them how they can get the link to the recorded video. Now, you must have the basics of everything. So now let's quickly do a practical before we go to the final section and call it a day. Now, this is what we want to use for our practical. This is the data. Now, just like the way Mercy said, but this is in another case. Now, this person, this company, they are selling chips. Let's go to the other sheet. These are the type of sheets they are chips. Chips, or what is it called? Cookies they are selling. These are the type of cookies they are selling. Now, they call this thing source table. There are two different types of table. There are source table and there are lookup table. Source table is where your information is coming from. Now, these are the type of cookies they are selling. They are selling. Now, and this is the price they are selling them. This is the amount it costs them to produce it. Now, this is their order. On this date, the total units they sold was 292, right? And for them to produce one, it cost them $2 to produce one. Let me quickly change it to currency, and this should also be in currency. So it cost them $2 to produce one, right? And if it costs them $2 to produce one, they are selling it at the rate of $5 per one. They are selling at the rate of $5 per one. It costs them $2 per one. That is, to produce one, they will spend $2, and they sold two. They will spend $2 to produce one, and they sold on this particular date. They sold 292. Now, for them to produce 292, let's know how much they spent. Now, we say equals to 292, right? How much does it cost them to produce one? Are we there? How much does it cost them to produce one? How much? $2. Yes, thank you. Now, they sold 292. Now, and they produce at the rate of $2 per one. So 292 times $2. I press enter. That is 584. That is the amount they spent in producing the 292 they sold. Now they have over 700 data that they have to calculate. It's not so easy for me now. If they give me this data to be calculating it one by one, let me show you the end. If you see, if you know, you know. Do you see? How long, I beg, how many years will I spend to start calculating this one by one? Up to 701 row. So it's going to take a lot of time, but it's something that Excel can do for me within a second. What I'll just do is just copy down the formula, and Excel will do the rest for me. Now, right now, I've seen how much I can use to calculate this, to produce this, how much we spend to produce this. Now, that's that. Now, we need to know if there are questions. Please, at the end, let me quickly finish. Just jot down your question. Jot down your question. I'm going to answer your question. That is our final stage before we call it a day. Jot down your question front end and repeat, please. I'm going to do it for the second one. So I'm going to do it for the second one. Okay, let me just repeat it. So I'll say equals to 292 multiplied by the $2, right? I press enter, then come here, bring my cursor down here, double click. Excel will do the rest for me. If I go to the total selling price, now they are selling it at the rate of $5. You are using $2 to produce one, and you are selling 9. You multiply by 2. What about other rows that are not? Yes, they are not up to 2. That is cell reference. If they are not up to 2, Excel will automatically know that they are not up to 2. Which key did you press to copy down? I did not press any key, it's just double click. Now, this is a cell reference. Okay, let's go to the one that are not up to 2 or the ones that are more than 2. Now, like this one now, that is 0.5. So if I come here now, you see cell what? E234. That is 234. This is 234 multiplied by F234, F124, F100 234, which is F. That is, you multiply this by this. That is cell reference. If the moment I use cell reference, whenever it's changed here, Excel will also change. Whenever you change, Excel will also change. So now, that's that about that. So if they are producing at the rate of $2 and they are selling at the rate of $2, so how much will they sell? 292. So I'll say equals to, right? You can either take any of these, $5 multiplied by 292. Then, now you see, Excel will do the rest for me. Simple as that. Simple as that. So now let's see, what is their profit margin? If they are selling at $5 and they are producing at $2, what is their profit margin? What is their profit margin? That is, how much profit did they make from this 292, 974? So to know your profit margin, you say selling price minus the cost price. That is, if you want to know how much profit you made, if you buy my phone at 2,000 and you are selling it for 5,000, what is your profit? Your selling price minus your cost price. Simple as that. How much does it cost you to produce this? How much did you sell it? Then minus the amount you sell it from the amount it cost you to produce it. So I'll say equals to, please, if you have any question, jot it. The next section we are going now, that is question and answer after calculating the profit margin. So I say equals to total selling price minus total cost price. And copy down. Simple as that. Are we there? Did we learn something today? Did we learn something today? I know right now some people on their head, they will be feeling like, wow, they are having headache. Like some people will be like, let me put my head under fan. This guy has, how many of you are feeling like you're having it? Just like this guy. Let me show you the image. Where's my cursor again? Oh. Okay. Wow. Okay, how many of you are feeling like this man now? Is he blowing his blowing drying? Well, I just need clear. Wow, which means you are feeling like this man, Royan, right? You are feeling like this man. If you are feeling like this man now, that is blowing his head, like, I need to put my head on that fan. Yes. Now, if you want to, please, so sir, can you please explain how to seal? What? I read it, but I didn't get it. How to do what? Seal what? I need to clear how it works. Copy down. What did you mean? I did not understand. Please, maybe you will talk. Who is this? Abdul Wahid. Maybe at the end of the class, your talk. Yeah, but how did you get one cell? How did you do immediately to get it to the other cell below? You copy down the formula. Just click on it and you copy down the formula. Let me quickly show you how to do it. But before then, How many of us would like to become a pro at this Excel skill? With this Excel, I'm coming, please just write down your question and answer my own question first. Then after you answer my own question, I'm going to answer everybody's question. We have in the next, you. I like two, you like two. There are just three. All other people have. Okay. If you want to be pro at this, because now we said we have from 4 to 6, and now we are at 5:30, whereby we have less than 30 minutes, so we don't really have much time to do practical. So now if you want to become a pro at Excel, I've come up with a perfect plan for you, which is called the Ultimate Excel Bundle. The Ultimate Excel Bundle. In this Ultimate Excel Bundle, what are you going to get? You are going to get 6 weeks live class where you get to ask me question and answer. I'll answer all your questions. Apart from that, whenever we are working on a particular project, or you have a particular project that you want, you can bring it for us to analyze it together. You are going to get access to other experts. They are filled of Excel. We have group filled with Excel alone. That is, those people, what they are doing is Excel alone. You are going to be part of them. The biggest thing you are going to get is you are going to get over 40 videos that I recorded myself. Over 40 videos, all on Excel and data visualization. And another thing, you are going to get how to make money with Excel, in which I'm going to train you on how to open a LinkedIn account that you can, if you want to work with it, you can get a job. And also you'll get access to work with us. And we usually get a lot of data to analyze, so you help us to also analyze. You can get access to working with us. So now, I've been trading for quite a while now. I've been in this business for quite a while. And I know there are 2 sets of people. The first set are the set of people that has run away now. You see, we were 55 before, now we are 48. A lot of people have run away. Those are the set of people that keep on making excuses. If you keep on making excuses, you are not going to get to anywhere. Those are the first set of people. The second set of people are the ones that make decisions. If you make a decision, you are part of the second set of people. Welcome to the Excel group, if you are still here. That is, you want to make a concise decision about your future. Now, how much is this? Instead of me to charge you 20K, we are doing a massive discount. We are going to pay 5K, 5,000 Naira for all those things that I've mentioned earlier. 5,000 for all those things that I've mentioned earlier. But wait, before you pay, I've given a whole lot of things that I have to meet up. So now, for me to meet up, for me to have access to everybody's question and answer, right? We are dealing with the first 15 people that make payment. First 15 people that will join. Now, if you want to join after those 15 people, then the money will increase to 10K. Once we get to 20 people, the money will increase back to 20K. So the discount is for the first 15 people or the first 20 people. So it now depends on you. So if you want to make payment, you can make payment to this account number and drop the receipt in the group, or send it directly to me or any of the admin. So now, That is what I want to pass across. If you have any question, you can unmute yourself. You can unmute yourself to ask question. Who have any question? If you have any question, unmute yourself, please.
Yes, I want to say something.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, tutor. I must really appreciate what you are doing. I've learned a lot of things within about 5 minutes that I joined the class.
Wow.
I've learned a lot of things because I remember, a lot of people don't know what you are doing actually.
Okay.
This Excel skill is very fundamental.
Yes.
Actually, I had a little job somewhere and I've always been meaning to learn data analysis, Excel. I just have a fair little, should I say, almost insignificant knowledge about Excel. So I've always wanted to, always planning.
Do you know what? In this course, you are still going to get access to Power BI, where you do data visualization. So it's not only Excel, you are getting access to Power BI. So continue.
Yes. So as I was saying, I've always been meaning, like you've categorized people into two groups. The ones that are always procrastinating. I was there, always putting off until then looking for a job until I finally got more like an internship anyway, not a permanent job.
Okay.
And I was given data, was massive arrays of data to analyze just because I put something about data in my resume. So I was like, what kind of thing is this? I didn't even know where to start. I just quickly Googled some stuff and then did a little I could. My supervisor now said, I know you don't know this thing, but don't worry, you have a chance to learn. So that's why I'm even learning Excel, putting in my best, looking for, until I saw your advert on Facebook. Then I chatted you up and joined the class. So if you are here, I want to appeal to you, if you have a future in data or in fact, any job that you are looking for, any job, any field that you are into, learn Excel so that you will not go and embarrass yourself. That is just what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, pop and plain, learn Excel, know these skills so that when you put it down, you know it. When they give you a task to perform, you can deliver. You won't embarrass yourself. Thank you. So another appeal that I want to make anyway is that the condition you are attaching, I actually want to appeal that there should be no such condition because me, I want to pay the 5K, but right now I don't have the money, but before next week runs out, I'll have the 5K to pay. So I just want to appeal. Maybe you can just extend it till next week. Then after next week, people that cannot pay, you can start doubling and all that. That is the only appeal I want to make.
You know what? We have a support system for this live class. The live class is every Sunday from 4 to 6. So we are having the class tomorrow. That's why I said for the first 15 people. But Mr. Success, please chat me up after this training. I'll answer you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. Someone said, can you teach on data analysis, please? Yes. Yes, we are working on data analysis with Excel. Also, we are working on data analysis itself. That is using all the data visualization software, Excel, Microsoft Power BI, MySQL, and Tableau. We are working on that also. We are not using Phantom, but we are using, there's someone that will train on SPSS. Okay, promise. You just paid, right? Kindly send the receipts to the group. Anybody with question? Anybody again? Either with what I've done or
Excuse me.
For Mr. Ali. After Mr. Ali.
Okay. Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, I'm just having issue with the formula, how to get the multiplication formula. After pressing equal to,
Yes.
how to get the formula have been an issue for me.
Multiplication functions, right?
Yes.
The multiplication function, you have to hold down Shift and 8. Shift and 8 will give you the multiplication function. Did you get? Once you press
Okay.
Shift and 8, you get the multiplication function. Okay, no problem. Please kindly send me a direct message. Please
All
send me
right.
a direct message. Not you, Mr. Ali. Promise, send me a DM, please. Oh yeah. Who else? Who else wants to speak? Anybody with a question? Ryan, please chat me up. Please chat me up. Please, Ryan, chat me up. Who else?
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
We really want. Well, I want to appreciate you for your work.
Thank you very much.
Well, you are doing a good job. Honestly, before now, I've been thinking how to have this knowledge about Excel, although I have the little knowledge about it.
Okay.
So my problem now is not paying this 5,000 that is my problem. But just that my laptop was stolen.
Okay.
So, and I'm planning to get a laptop because you enjoy this work when you have a laptop.
Yes.
Yeah, so that is my only challenge. Even I would have loved to join this class.
Yes,
so
you can join. You can join. Then you'll get access to all the recorded videos so that you can be going through it before you get your laptop. It's not about practical. Learning the basics and the theory and how it works before you practice. Do you get? Once you get the basics, once you know how it works, the way I learned Excel was I was watching videos a lot before I start even practicing. Do you get?
So how long is this class going to last?
It's 6 weeks. But after the 6 weeks, you can still message me. You will get access to all the recorded classes, all the class in the 6 weeks. You'll get access to it. You'll be added to a platform. I have a lot of people in that platform that doesn't have a laptop. A lot of people in the platform that doesn't have a laptop. So you get access to it. And even though if you are watching the video and you did not understand, you can ask questions. Once we are done with these 6 weeks also, and you've not gotten your laptop, I can still add you to the next batch so that you can join.
Okay.
Yes.
No problem. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is it from Monday to Sunday? No, it is Sunday 4 to 6 p.m. There are more than 40 videos that you can watch, that you can go through. Then if you have questions, we do Sunday. Sunday is our support system. That is where the live class comes up, where you have question and we answer you. So, but from Monday to Saturday, you can chat me up on WhatsApp. Ask me any question on WhatsApp. Do you get? That is from Monday to Saturday. Then on Sunday is our live class where you can ask me questions. You see me doing everything in practical and live class. So that's that about that. Any other question, please?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Abati.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the class. The most interesting part of it is that after I must have finished the first row, at the tail end, where the calculation will be done for the whole rows, I used to go to the side of the cell and I would drag down.
Okay.
But in your own case, I learned something new that I can just double click.
Double click and get.
I never knew that.
A lot of my students usually do that dragging. I used to get.
I used to drag down, and sometimes it might not even give me the correct thing. I will now need to do the first two again before I will now drag others down. So I want to thank you. I want to really appreciate your effort in that area. The second thing is that you said after the class or after the training, will there be a certificate from your hand?
There will be a certificate.
Okay, I think that will be better off.
Yes, sir. Before the certificate, there will be test too.
Okay, no issue about that. And the last question from my hand is that there's a particular area where you said we can work with you. Can you please expatiate on that?
Yes.
Or I think you made mention of before that you can even use it to get job out there. I don't know. Can you please expatiate on this?
Now, the first
Thank you.
before digital world comes up with this Excel skill, we did a lot of research, and mostly on LinkedIn, we see that the most of the vacancy posted there deals with Excel. They need you to have Excel skill. They need you to have a basic knowledge of Microsoft Office skill, because there's nothing that you want to do that a lot of companies deal with data, right? So now, before we come up, that's why we come up with Excel. That's the first thing. You can use it to get a job on LinkedIn, and I'll show you how to create a LinkedIn account. So you can apply for job on LinkedIn. Now, another thing, we always get people that send us a message, that send us data to analyze for them. So sometimes, most of the time, we usually get a lot of data that we ourselves cannot finish. Then we give some to our students to work on. That is that. That is if you want to work with us. That is if you want to work with us. Then we
okay.
Okay, yeah.
Do you have an idea of how the payment?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes.
This is Solomon, Copper Solomon.
Wow, well done.
Good evening. Please, I really appreciate your efforts concerning the program you just brought in, and I was so happy to be among of people that could participate on this kind of program. I really appreciate your efforts.
Thank God.
Firstly, please, I would like to plead to you, because we are still a present copper serving, and that money, please, can you help us extend it maybe till next week till we get paid, before I could be able to make such payment to you, please? Because I'm really interested in that. This is what kind of be looking for. I really need that as well. And also, sir, please, I would like for you to start very. What I mean by you start from afresh, because I did not really have knowledge, enough knowledge in Excel.
Yes, let me show you those videos that are going to get before any question. Please, let me quickly show you. In that videos, this is Ultimate Excel, right? Do you see the first thing you get? Introduction, then you have course outline, you have introduction to the window, Excel backend, opening and closing of documents, cell reference, inserting row and column, how to work with board, how to freeze. So in these videos, they are over, all these videos are over 30, they are over 30. And they start from the basics. I can guarantee at the end of the, even though there is free handout in the video, in this thing, in the course, there is free handout for you to read. Now the video starts from the basics, Now, if you go to the Power BI also, it starts from the basics. So all that I'm giving is from the basics. And also for the live class, they are also from the basics. The live class is also from the basics. And if you watch, I always give the video to watch against the next class. So you go and watch that video, then I'll now come down, practicalize it for you. Then whenever you have question, you ask. So with that, with you watching it in video, see me doing it, I think you will know it. Can one watch? You can download it. The video is downloaded. Once you download it, you can watch it without internet. But for the you have to get data to download. Once you get data to download, once you download it, you can watch it offline.
Okay, thank you so much. And also, please, I really want you to teach us more about that analysis, because that's really related to my course, and I really need that a lot.
Okay. You need to start from the basics first, right?
No problem.
Once you start from the basics, Then you can go to the advanced.
All right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Analytics.
Yeah. Thank you. I'll chat you up.
No problem. Who else? Mr. Jude.
Good evening, Mr. Bani.
Good evening.
Thank you very much for the insightful class. I have learned, even though I know a bit of most of what has been shared today, but I've also really deepened my knowledge.
Okay.
I sent a text requesting that for an extension, please. I'm a civil servant and I want to take advantage of the offer. Just give us till the end of the month. I sent you in the system. I would appreciate it because this is something at the start of the year.
Mr. Jude.
I had made as one of my goals to perfect data analysis. Yes.
Mr. Jude. Mr. Jude. Yes. I can't hear you.
Yes.
I can't hear you. I think your speaker has issue.
Oh.
So please, you can chat me. You can chat me up on WhatsApp and call me. I'm going to answer your question. Do you get
okay.
No, do more, John.
No,
Mr. John.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I've been on the wheel since morning, traveling through the road.
Okay.
I just landed in an hotel now, just logging. Just joining the group now.
Okay.
I want to believe you are done with the training already.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm going to partake through the video. I don't know if you are releasing the video so that I can just watch.
Yes.
It's not that I don't have at least basic knowledge.
Okay.
But one just have to be hardened to whatever you think you know.
Sure.
So if I can have the video, I would love it. I actually put this thing in my mind, but it's very unfortunate that I have to travel.
No problem.
At least I have to travel from one state to another. So I just landed down in 10 now to relax before I continue tomorrow.
Okay. No problem. Because of this, we brought the video.
Okay. All right.
Just because of you. I don't want anybody that doesn't attend to have the video. But because of
okay. Thank you. I'm so grateful, sir. I've gone through the platform. I've seen those things you've dropped for us, for those who want to continue learning. I will chat you up privately on that.
Okay.
And see what we can discuss better.
Okay, no problem.
I sincerely want to thank you because for the little I've heard from the comment of people that have been calling in, I can see that you have given us what people really needed at this time, what is needed at this time. And so, I've been attending online trainings, so many trainings online that I've been attending. And it's one thing to organize a training like this, another thing to give what it takes to people.
Yeah.
I did not attend the training with you. I didn't participate in the training, but the testimony I'm hearing now shows that you have really communicated and given out something to people. So I give kudos to you. Thanks so much for that brilliant work.
Please send a private message on WhatsApp so that we can talk better.
Yeah. I will do that. Thank you. Really sorry, I'll be out of the platform now.
No problem.
I want to take my bath because I'm seriously weak.
No problem. You can chat me up later at night.
No. Thank you. You're welcome.
Anybody else? Is this K or something? K. Please talk before we call it a day. We have less than 2 minutes. Who else? Anybody? Please, once you make your payment, it's in the group or chat me up. Good evening, sir.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes.
Am I on to Mr. Abiodun?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you so much for this wonderful session you had with us on Excel. I really want to appreciate Digital World for this wonderful offer. It's not actually easy to organize a training like this and offering it free.
Yeah.
And to some other institutes, they may also attach stipends with discounts, and you've actually given this free without even condition of pay. I really appreciate it. And I would also like to chip in a little bit in aspects of the training.
Okay.
Some other persons are actually novice in the training, and in areas where you use the autofill handle, some other persons actually goofed. They didn't actually get it. After imputing the first formula and you double click on the, so that's where some persons were actually asking questions directly.
Okay.
And your class was actually wonderful, and I'm really impressed.
Thank you.
And I really appreciate it, and I will look forward in joining you in other courses as well.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And for those of us that are still having issue with autofill, okay, so this person Oluwaseyi is asking. Now, Oluwaseyi, before I actually go back to do the autofill, this is in the Excel. If you want to like learn further with Excel, these are what you are going to get, Oluwaseyi. 6 weeks live class, which is our support system. You are going to get access with done with you projects. That is, whenever you have any project, you can bring it for us to do. You are going to have access to talk to other experts. To this group, I'll add it to a WhatsApp group. Those people in that WhatsApp group, all they are just doing is Excel alone. So you are having access to them alone. Then you have access to the video that I recorded myself. Over 40 videos. Over 40 videos. You have access to it. So I'll tell you the video to watch. Then you watch it within the week. On the live class, you will come, you will see me doing it in practical. After doing it, then whenever you have question, you can ask. That is how that one works. After that, I'm going to show you how to set up a LinkedIn to use Excel skills to get the job and stuff like that. And also you have access. Whenever we have any data to analyze, you'll have access. You can, if the data is much, we can give some parts to others that is working with us. So that is what you are going to get for just the sum of 5,000 Naira if you join. Now, we try to bring it down to the affordable price. So that's that about that. Now, for those of you that are still having issue with autofill, let me quickly do something about it. Let me see if I can. This is Excel. Now, once you do a calculation and you have your answer, all you do is, once your arrow turns black, you bring your arrow to this edge. Once you have the arrow at this edge, you just double click. It's going to automatically autofill it for you. It's going to automatically autofill it for you. It's going to automatically autofill it for you. Oluwaseyi, before you go, the class is for the first 15 people that make payments. Because we made a lot of commitments. So for us to answer everybody, please, and please. Who else have anything to say before we call it a day? Who else?
Hello.
Mr. Ali?
Okay, for some of us that have just paid, I don't know whether they can look on the platform the course outline so that we'll be conversant with it. We'll be tracking it as the course goes down.
Okay, well, I'll add you to the WhatsApp group very soon. Might not be today because I have a lot of people, but I'll add you to the WhatsApp group latest tomorrow morning and give you the video latest tomorrow morning. Because right now they are over. My WhatsApp is filled up with messages. So I swear. I'll answer everybody that sent me message now. I have a lot of messages. I answer everybody. So I'll make sure if I can't send it tonight, tomorrow morning you are going to see it and you'll see me in the live class by 4 p.m. tomorrow. Any other question on Excel? So for all of you that comes, thank you for coming. If you have any question, kindly ask me now. And if you cannot ask me, I really appreciate you too. Techno, I don't know your name. I don't know your name. So if you cannot ask me right now, you can chat me up. Whether you make payment or you do not make payment, that doesn't mean you can't ask me questions. So whenever you have any issue with Excel, please feel free to chat me up. Please feel free to chat me up. You can save my number, you can save the Digital number, then you can chat me up. You can chat me up. So if you don't have the money to pay now, you can, okay, say do. No problem, no problem. Thank you, I really appreciate you for coming back. Is there any question? Is there any question? So in the absence of no question, I'd like to call it in a day. I'd like to call it a day. For those of you that has made payment, I'll see you tomorrow. Mr. K is still raising up his hand. Please talk if you are still raising up your hand. I know your hand is paining you now. Please talk. Please talk. Anybody? Okay. I'd like to call it a day. Thank you very much. I'll try to drop it latest tomorrow. I like to drop it. I'll drop it latest tomorrow. I'll drop it latest tomorrow because of that man that asked. I don't want to drop it in the group before. I wanted to hide it and put it in our website, but I'll drop it in the group tomorrow. I'll drop it in the group tomorrow. So in the absence of no question, I'd like to call it a day. Thank you for coming by. I really appreciate it. I hope at the end of today's class, you've been able to learn one thing or the other. So if you still want to make payment, feel free to chat me up or drop it in the group. I'll answer every question. We are still saying the first 15 people or the first 20 people. We'll see what we can do about that. So I'd like to give a very good thank you to all of you. So I'll see you around. Have a nice and wonderful day. God bless you too. God bless you, Dari. Good night. Am I free to go? 6 o'clock. Free?